Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hollywood, California, and a drinking establishment that's seen more stars than your local planetarium.
Welcome back to the Happy Hour, guys, and welcome to the Formosa Cafe. We are hip deep in classic Hollywood. It is all around us. This bar was opened in 1939, right next door to the old Warner Studios, right there. People who were working across the street would come over for their lunch break and have a few before they headed back to get to the next take. Look, if you can follow me over here, the place is coated with old pictures. These weren't just dropped off by assistants. These pictures were dropped off by the people themselves. Jack Lemmon. Jack, how you been, man? I loved you in everything you ever did. Love you. Love you, man. This place is now a historical landmark. A bar that's a historical landmark. LA Confidential shot here, and supposedly this woman right here, standing between Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, Martin and Lewis, was actually one of the servers here. We're here with Vince Jung, who is the grandson of the original owner who took over the place in 1939.
Well, my grandfather's partner, Jimmy Bernstein, his brother, supposedly, legend has it, that he won it in a poker match. So when he passed, his brother took over, and Jimmy Bernstein supposedly had a fixation for Asian women. So we hung out in Chinatown where we met my grandfather.
Wow.
So he brought him in, became his partner. So Jimmy Bernstein ran the bar, my grandfather ran the kitchen, and it just kind of rolled on from there.
And we are actually standing in an old railroad car, which
was part of the Pacific Railroad.
Which ran up and down
Santa Monica Boulevard.
Right this
We
way.
actually had public transportation then.
God, that's what a strange idea. In Los Angeles? That's so weird. I'm hoping that happens again someday. I really am.
Fat chance.
What's your favorite story? I know there's dozens of them, but what's a favorite story of this place?
You know, back in the day, we used to close earlier. And, you know, it was back in the day when studios were a little more lenient about martini lunches and so on and so forth. So these guys came in, started partying about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. About midnight, my dad gets a phone call and says, hey, you know, there's a drunk guy passed out. That's all I heard. I'm a little kid, you know, he didn't say much about it. And I said, okay, cool. And apparently, you know, I heard my dad go, well, you know what, just leave him there. I'll get him in the morning when I come in, because we used to open for breakfast then. So my dad comes in the next morning, and John Wayne's in the kitchen asking him how he would like his eggs. So, you know, he was like, look, he's too big of a guy to move around. Yeah. Just let him sleep at home.
Just let him stay there. Let sleeping John Wayne's lie. We also hear there's a ghost here, or the place may be haunted. Is that true?
Well, people always rumor that there's a ghost.
Have you ever seen anything in particular yourself?
I never have. My staff describes a very consistent character.
Who?
It looks like my grandfather, as far as I know.
Huh. You know. Still hanging out to check in on the place.
I think he wants to make sure everybody's working. So.
Vince, it is an absolute pleasure to hang out with you. You're a real gentleman, and it's nice to hear all these great stories. Is there anything that you would like to tell our fans with the Happy Hour guys about this place?
If you ever get a chance to come to LA, come by and check us out. I think we're one of the few places in Hollywood, or West Hollywood for that matter, that will give you a little bit of history and a lot less of attitude. Because it is what it is. You know, no matter how you slice it, we're all still people here too. That's right. So we just want it as casual as possible.
Thanks so much for being with us. We'll see you guys next time.
Don't you wish you were here in California? I sure do. This place looks really cool.